Yes, sir. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Reno's Old Time Music Festival. And we have a treat today for you. A dear friend of mine, Mr. Tom P. Hall. Welcome, Tom.
Well, thank you, Ronnie. It's old time. Yeah, I'm one of the old timers. That's for sure.
No.
You know, last time not the last time I saw you, but one of the times that we were traveling together some years ago. Do you remember almost crashing into the mountain in Alaska?
What? I do remember it, and I think about it quite often. I think we were one of the first groups to ever actually tour Alaska, and we had to do it by plane.
Right.
We were actually doing one-nighters, and it was in I believe it was May. Sometime.
And the pilot got lost and was coming straight into the side of a mountain, and just before he thought he was going to the airport, and he took a big right turn like this. Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And it was a big electrical explosion of some kind.
It took our breath. I do remember that.
It sure does.
And it was...
but I think of that often when you know... But we've had better tours than that.
Well, you know what? That was a fun trip, a memorable trip, and the people just loved your show. I do remember that.
We had some good time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I know I don't have enough time to cover Tom P. Hall's career, but I would like to let the audience know a little bit about some of the things you've accomplished, Tom. What a great career.
Yeah, I've really been lucky. Of course, I've worked hard too.
Oh, sure you have.
I retired about a year and a half ago, but I was telling somebody I started as a disc jockey when I was 14.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I was in a bluegrass band called the Kentucky Travelers.
Yeah, now I knew that.
And I was playing bass.
Yeah.
And they all got drafted into the Army and the Korean War. Of course, I was 14. I was too young.
Yeah.
So the Mr. Whitaker at the radio station in Moorhead said, "Why don't you just play records?"
Right.
So I went out and got a bunch of bluegrass records, and I became a disc jockey at 14.
Well, I do know that you have always been a best friend to the acoustic and bluegrass industry, Tom, because you have taken songs that basically are bluegrass and sold a lot of records with those.
Well, I did. I did a bluegrass album, and I told Jerry Kennedy, my producer, I said, I want to get all the bluegrass pickers I can find.
Right.
And I had 35 musicians in the studio.
My gosh.
I had about 5 or 6 banjo players. Well, you know, I had 2 or 3 of everything.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, "We're going to pay all these people?" And I said, "Yeah, that's going to be a big album." He said, "It sure is."
That's the first time bluegrass and acoustic guys had been paid.
And, boy, we had a great time. And it was a #1 album, and I had Fox on the Run, which is a #1 single.
Oh, we're going to get you to do that.
Always loved the music and grew up.
Yeah.
You know, I got to tell this story.
Oh, please do.
First time I saw you, I'd gotten out of the Army, and I was going to Roanoke College on the GI Bill.
I'll be dog.
And I would get up in the morning. I was working part-time at WBLU. Remember the little radio station in Roanoke?
Yes, I do.
And you were picking mandolin with your daddy.
Oh, yeah, top of the morning.
Top of the morning show. And I would get up every morning before I went to class, and I'd turn on the TV.
I had no earthly idea.
And you were about this tall.
Oh, I know. Well, I started with Dad when I was about 10 years old when we originally started in Richmond and moved on to Roanoke. But I had no earthly idea that you was watching.
I sure did. And at that time, I was going to college, and I had just started writing songs. I hadn't moved to Nashville.
You were one of the first songwriters that basically was educated. Like you said, you went to college and you learned the grammar and how to put the lyrics together.
Well, I was going to be a journalist. My intention was to be a writer or a journalist, but I loved the music so much, and I was writing songs and sending them to Nashville.
Wow.
And they started recording them. And I moved on there.
Well, I have to tell everybody that, you know, you were the writer of Harper Valley PTA, and what a great song that was.
Oh, boy, that got me off the streets.
Oh, my gosh, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then along came, I can't name them all, but, you know, I Love, which is a great song.
No, yeah, it was a crossover song for me, and Old Dogs and Children, Watermelon Wine, and Clayton Delaney. You know, I did 30 albums, and in those days they had 11 songs in them, you know. And I wrote all the songs, so that'd be 333 songs that I wrote in about a 12-year period or something like that.
What a tremendous catalog just on yourself.
Yeah, we used to put out an album every 3 or 4 months.
Oh, I know.
Now they put out one every 3 or 4 years.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. It's incredible to me that you've had, you know, most of the time you've got 1 or 2 good songs that you've written, and you're lucky if they're hits, but my gosh, how many #1s have you had, Tom?
You know, I don't even know. I have 39 BMI awards, which is 31 that went somewhere. They wouldn't give you an award for them, I guess.
They sure wasn't.
I never was much of a statistician. But,
That's great. Well, no wonder you retired a year ago. You could have retired many years ago.
Well, I got to thinking, I traveled on the road for 30 years.
Oh, I know.
And you know, that's a lot of miles.
Oh, yes.
And I thought, well, I did all of that, and I never got hurt.
Yeah.
And I broke even. So I figured, why?
Yeah, it could have cost you. That's right, yeah. I know it cost us.
You know, I had my bookkeeper, that is a strange show business. My accountant called me in one day and said, you know, last year, you know what it cost you to work the road? And I said, what do you mean what it cost me? I'm in a business. I got a band and a bus. He said, yeah. He said, last year, if you count everything, it cost you $14,000 to tour all year with the band.
That's right.
I said, hey, we better make some adjustments. I was using my songwriting money to stay in show business.
Exactly. Yeah, well, you know, it's not I forgot who said it, but it's not how you get into our business, it's how do you get out.
That's right.
For sure. But I do want to tell you, we appreciate you coming by and visiting with my brother tonight.
I wouldn't have missed it. I have more fun visiting with you guys, and, you know, we try to get up to the IBM Festival every year.
Oh, sure, for sure.
See all the great pictures.
Well, I know I had asked you if you would do a song for me, and I'm going to let you go over and get with the guys and do it for me. And I do appreciate you coming by, Tom.
Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate it.
You bet. Now, would you make welcome my very special guest? He's going to do, I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died, Mr. Tom T. Hall.
Suffered and cried, made a big impression on me, although with a barefoot kid. They said he got religion at the end, and I'm glad that he did. You know, Clayton was the best guitar picker in our town. I thought he was a hero, I used to follow Clayton around. Clayton used to tell me, son, you better put that old guitar away. There ain't no money in it, it'll lead you to an early grave. Well, Daddy said he drank a lot, but I could never understand. I knew he used to pick up in Ohio with a 5-piece band. I often wondered why Clayton, who sings so good to me, never took his guitar, laid it down in Tennessee. But I guess if I'd admit it, Clayton taught me how to drink booze. Oh, I can see him half gone to picking out the lovesick blues. Clayton
please make welcome my friend, singer and songwriter Tom T. Hall.
He walks through the corn leading down to the river. Hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. Took all of that poor boy could give us. Left me down like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox, like a fox on the run. Now everybody knows the reason for my fall. Woman tempted me down in Paradise Hall. Woman tempted me, took me for a ride. I'm like an only fox boy that need a place to hide. She walks through corn leading down to the river. Hair shone like gold in the morning sun. Took all of that poor boy could give her. Left me down like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox on the run. So talk about the world and the friends we used to know. I see the string of girls who had put me on before. Game is nearly over and I found her at the door. She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. Took all of that poor boy could give her. Left me down like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox.
Yeah! Mr. Tom T. Hall, great job, Tom. We'd like to, the brothers and I'd like to thank you so much for being our special guest this week.
Well, I'm delighted to be here, and you know that. I always love the music, and happy to see you guys.
Well, thank you, Tom. And that was Fox on the Run was a big hit by you. I remember when that came out, and thrilled me to death.
It was a #1 record for me, and I did it in my bluegrass album.
I know.
Called Magnificent Music Machine, and they released a single on it. And the album was a #1 album, too, because people didn't know it was bluegrass.
I know it.
I used all bluegrass musicians and had some great pickers on that session, including Bill Monroe.
Wow, I remember that. I remember that.
We just released the album and didn't say anything about what it was.
Well, I do appreciate you doing that, Fox on the Run for us, Tom. I tell you, if you remember a couple of years ago, we came to Owensboro at the IBMA and closed the show, their award show, with a song of our dad's. And we'd love to close the Old Time Music Festival out today with that song and have you sing it with us.
I'd love to do it.
Fantastic. Here's our note.
Together, everything is wrong that used to be so right. Pretty words just like us.
We have Sherwin and Pam Linton, Christy Goldaddy, Carol Skinner, Alexander Sampson, and finally from Nashville, Robin Young and Margot Smith. We'll be right back.
In my hide, for the clickety-clack of the railroad track is calling. Here's a man who knows where the Santa Fe goes and she gets under steam. Big loud bell at the bonfire well to hear her whistle scream. He's bound to go where there ain't no snow falling. One more ride. One more ride. Here comes the fiddle. Pale white moon that seemed to know my name. The tumbleweed where the prairie dogs feed, I'll miss them just the same. They're all a part of a song in my heart I'm singing. I recall the tune that I sang to the moon that seemed to make it smile. Rode away at the close of the day and stayed a long, long while. And I long to be where the memory is ringing. One more ride. One more ride. go by, I wonder why I long to leave my home. It's the trail of the iron railway out there alone. But my heart will sigh 'cause I know that I am leaving. If I don't come back, there's a one-way track way down to Mexico. You'll find me there or anywhere that a tumbleweed will grow. It's goodbye now, you never know how I'm grieving. One more ride. Everybody now. One more ride. One more ride. One more ride. So we're going to introduce you to a young lady that we just met here about a month ago out in Wishick, North Dakota, after we did a show at a fair there. And she and her parents came up to the table where we're selling souvenirs, and they said, this is Christy, and she yodels. Well, you know, we do meet a lot of people who have talented children and grandchildren, and then we do occasionally meet some that these younger people, though they may have a talent, they're not quite as talented as their parents may think they may be. So I said, well, could you do a little bit of yodeling for me right here? And she just cranked off a yodel, and I said, yes, you definitely can do it. Would you like to come to Sandstone and appear with us at the Midwest Country Theater? And she said she'd love to do that. So they came over here from Wishick, North Dakota, brought their daughter, Christy Goldaddy, and make her welcome. And Christy has a CD out that she's recorded a lot of the songs just recently that she yodels on. And we're going to feature her to do one right now. And I believe the title of this is called Whatever Happened to the Yodeling Cowgirl.
Ones that rode a Troy, and all of the boys that rode their aim with cactus and green. Whatever happened to the yodeling cowgirl was up to young to know. If they could still be found, I bet they'd come to town and put us on a yodeling show, and they'd go Whatever happened to the yodeling cowgirl? The ones that used to dress so cute, with fringe hanging down and rhinestones around and multicolored cowboy boots. Whatever happened to the yodeling cowgirl? There must be at least one left. But until I find that one, I'm gonna have some fun and do the yodeling myself.
Hey, that's fantastic. And
It sounds absurd, but I think I heard a bird yodel, a melody. I've heard a whippoorwill and ran, and it was me. There was an ant, and the robin just don't sound that way to me. It might have been a mockingbird, though I'm not really sure. Never heard a mockingbird sing like that before. It
How about that? Carol Skinner, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I'd like to feature my wife, Pam, to do some more. Welcome, Sam and Kirk McGee. Oh, boys, that's fine.
Thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Sam, how long you been picking that old flat top?
We've been trying to play for about 65 years.
65 years.
Yeah.
Kurt, you been playing about the same time?
About the same time, yeah.
About the same
I've
time.
never played either.
I want you boys to know it's a pleasure to have you back visiting with us.
Well, it's an honor to be here.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure for us, and we want you back for it.
We're really a pleasure to be here. You know, where in the world I'd rather be on your show.
Oh, I know why, because Pretty Bobby Roy is here. You know that, don't you? That's why he's happy about that. Did you catch it? We'll meet her.
She's hurt.
The boat went to the depot, and I looked up on the board. It read good times here, but better down the road. Oh, yeah. Hey, hold on. Choco carry. Well, you can't do me like you done for shine. You can't do me like you done for shine. You took for shine, woman, but you sure Lord can't take mine, Lord, no. Little Fred on, let's make who feel. Oh yeah, mean monkey. Get him, kid. Well, I met a little gypsy in a fortune-telling place. I met a little gypsy in a fortune-telling place. She read my mind, then she slapped my face. Lord, it's like to kill me. Woo-hoo! A Wilburn Brothers show. And we hope all of you will enjoy it.
There's a call that rings for the one that sings to those now gone astray, saying, "Come ye men, and your load of sin there at the altar."
The prettiest little old girl over
She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that poor boy could give her, left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox, like a fox on the run. Now everybody knows the reason for my fall. A woman tempted me down in Paradise Hall. A woman tempted me, boy, she took me for a ride. And like the lonely fox, I need a place to hide. She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her, left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox on the run. Jim Ramsey. Well, we drank a glass of wine just to satisfy our souls. Talk about the world and the friends we used to know. I see a string of pearls who'll put me on before. The game is nearly over and the hounds are at the door. Hey, she walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that poor boy could give her, left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox on the run.
We have entered a new era in America politically, the era of the smile. And you've got one of the nicest I've ever seen. Give me a great big old Jimmy Carter smile. There it is.
All right.
I want you to tell me a story. Now, Tom has told me a lot of stories. One of my all-time favorite Tom T. Hall stories, I'm sort of surprised you didn't write a song about a little man you met while you were in Japan.
Well, he was we were playing there for UNICEF, raising money for the children of Bangladesh at the time. A lot of us on the tour, but in Japan, each of the entertainers had a fellow assigned to him who was supposed to be concerned with his welfare while we were there. And we were riding on a train from Tokyo to Osaka, which is that 140-mile-an-hour train. And we're riding along, and the young man says, and I'm very tired, because we've been on tour for a long time, and I later discovered that he wanted to talk about America. He really loved America and Americans. And I'd be trying to take a nap, and he'd say, "Hal, son, would you like some green tea?" And I said, "No, sir, I'm take a little nap and rest a little bit." And I closed my eyes, and he'd say, "Hal, son, would you like a beer?" I said, "No, sir." I said, "I'd really like to take a little nap. I'm very tired." And I closed my eyes, and he'd say, "Hal, son, would you like some food?" And I said, "No, sir." I said, "I really wouldn't care for anything." I said, "I'd really like to rest and take a nap." And finally he said, "Hal, son?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I sure would like to see the Blue Ridge Mountain."
And look for Sneaky Snake. Now maybe you won't see him, and maybe you won't hear, but he'll sneak up behind you and drink all of your root beer, and then old Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and a hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, giggling and a hissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, tickles his underneath. Now old Sneaky Snake, he drinks root beer, and he just makes me sick. But when he is not dancing, he looks just like a stick. Now he doesn't have any arms or legs, and you cannot see his ears. And while we are not looking, why he does stealing all of our beer. And then old Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and a hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, giggling and a hissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, tickles his underneath.
Hey, this is the kind of singing that we used to do back in the old country churches when I was a little bitty boy back there. And I wrote this song, and I want you all to sing along with me on it. And if you don't know the words, just make them up. I did. Get it?
Well, me and Jesus got our own thing going. Me and Jesus got it all worked out. Me and Jesus got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. He was not old man. He wants for the sinner. And
to my love. Slide for the fell from the window above. Mule and a grasshopper eating ice cream. The mule got chips who let him on me. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Go all night, dance a little longer. Pull on your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you don't stay a little longer. Get down.
Well, you can't go home if you go with the milk, but the bridge washed down at the foot of the hill. The big creek's up and the little creek level. Found my corn with a double shovel. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you don't stay a little longer. I went to see my blue-eyed Sally. She lives way down in Kimball Alley. The number on the street is the number on the door, and the next house over is the grocery store. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you don't stay a little longer. One more time. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you don't stay a little longer. You gonna fiddle, Merle?
Woo! Get it there!
Hey, dig this. Back to Old Kentucky, written by Bill Monroe. When I left Old Kentucky, the nurse kissed me and she cried. I told her that I would not linger, that I'd be back by and by. Back to Old Kentucky, there to see my little blue. I'm going back to Old Kentucky, where the sky's always blue. Holding Duluth, you know I love you. I long for you each night and day. When the roses bloom in Old Kentucky, I'm coming back for you to stay. I'm going back to Old Kentucky, there to see my little Lou. I'm going back to Old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue. Holding Duluth, she is a beauty. Pretty brown hair, I love so well. When the roses bloom in Old Kentucky, I'm coming back, no more farewell. I'm going back to Old Kentucky, there to see my Linda Lou. I'm going back to Old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue. Thank you, Joe and Stacy, for helping me out there.
Thank
All right, we're going to pull Tater Tate up here, man, celebrating his 54th year in professional music. That's one of the things that I love about bluegrass music, besides the sounds of it and what it all stands for and where it all came from. It's kind of people that play. We've got folks here that were on the stage today that were 7 years old. We've got people here that are almost 11 times 7. This guy, he has not lost it at all. One of the greats. One of the best. Mr. Tater Tate, you're going to play an old-timer called
Cricket Hot. All right.
Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that. That's a fine fiddle tune. Right now, I'd like to introduce one of my precious friends. We've been friends since before the Dead Sea got sick. He's been around a long time. And Mr. Wayne Lewis, would you make him welcome here?
Thank you. Right now, I'm going to call up one of my heroes. This man here sang lead with Bill Monroe for more years than anybody in history, and I'm telling you, that's something that makes you extremely important in my book, and he's always been one of my very favorite bluegrass singers and one of my best friends, Mr. Wayne Lewis. What are we going to do for him?
Here's one of the old Stanley Brother tunes, and we're going to get Stacy to kind of join in and sing with us, and you're going to kind of stand around here and sing some harmony with us. One call and lay your head on my shoulder.
1, 2, 3. Evans.
Now tomorrow you'll be with another, and things just didn't turn out right. But to the grave I'll carry with me a memory of your love tonight. So lay your head on my shoulder, put your little hand in mine. We walk down Wilburn Lane together. Let me love you one more time. Let me love you one more time.
Hey, all right.
All right,
Good
thank
job, Wayne.
you.
Wayne Lewis.
All right,
Stacey
thank you.
York.
We said our goodbyes long ago, never thinking we'd miss each other so. All the memories that we left behind, oh, we must have been out of our mind. I thought I loved another, not you.
Oh, how foolish. I thought the same too.
But they both turned out to be the wrong kind. Oh, we must have been out of our mind. Let's forgive and forget the past we've known, and reap together the wild seeds we've sown. Surely they will forgive us in time. Oh, we must have been out of our I thought I loved another, not you.
Oh, how foolish. I thought the same too.
But they both turned out to be the wrong kind. Oh, we must have been out of our mind. Oh, we must have been out of our mind.
All right. Crossing the Cumberlands on RFD television. We are having fun here tonight. Time to get one of the finest duets in bluegrass music, and I do mean the real traditional, where's the beef kind of bluegrass music. Stacey York and Mr. Joe Isaacs to do a beautiful song called The Kentucky Waltz. Bill Monroe, one of his greats. Give him a big hand.
We were waltzing one night in Kentucky beneath the beautiful harvest moon, and I was the one
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kneeling in your church, I don't know what to say. It's been such a long while since I've tried to pray. Well, no should ask forgiveness, but try as I may. Words just fail to come to me, forgotten how to pray. Forgotten how to pray, forgotten how to pray. Words just fail to come to me, forgotten how to pray. I've gotten all the right things I learned as a child, living in another world, wicked, young, and wild. Shining all his teachings, his kind and loving way. It's no wonder that I have forgotten how to pray. Forgotten how to pray, forgotten how to pray. Word just failed to come to me, forgotten how to pray. Won't you help me, Jesus, to reach you once again? To walk along the righteous path till my journey ends. I see all the wrong things I've done along the way. Won't you help me, Jesus, teach me how to pray? Forgotten how to pray, forgotten how to pray. Now I'm walking with my Jesus. He taught me how to pray.
Praise Jesus. Forgiving those words, forgiving those words. How'd you write a song like that, Frank?
Heaven help me be a man, have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You ask me if I miss her kisses, I guess I will every day. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way.
Oh, you ask me if I'll find another. I don't know. I can't say. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Oh, God gave me that mandolin, and then He put me on mine. Heaven help me understand. Have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way.
About a year and a half at Columbia Recording Studios, and I pitched him every song I ever wrote through June Carter or Luther Perkins. And then when his television show come along, he put me on his TV show, and he recorded Sunday Morning Coming Down and made it the record of the year, and I never had to work at a real job again. And tonight, the Foo Fighters, and I'd like to play that song now. Well, I woke up Sunday morning, no way to hold my head. Earth. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert.
fumbled through my closet for my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. Then I washed my face, combed my hair, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. Well, I'd smoked my brain the night before with cigarettes and songs that I've been picking. But I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing out again when he was kicking. Then I crossed the empty street, caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And it took me back to something that I'd lost somehow, somewhere along the way. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. Oh, there's something in the Sunday makes a body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying. It's half as lonesome as the sound. The sleeping city sidewalk, Sunday morning coming.
Beautifully that the circle of country music remains unbroken. I'm going to try not to faint from excitement. Please welcome the incredibly talented Allison Krauss.
Johnny and June were remarkable individually and together. They recorded this next song as one of their many great duets. To sing it with me tonight, I'm honored to bring out Mr. Dwight Yoakam.
Oh,
will sort of lead off on it. We'll help him out. One called Hard Hearted.
Hard-hearted heartbreaker, dream stealing love taker. Hard-hearted heartbreaker, how many hearts have you broken today? How many hearts have you broken today? How many tears have been shed over you? How many dreams have you caused to go wrong? All because your part is proved untrue. Hard-hearted heartbreaker, dream stealing love taker. Hard-hearted heartbreaker, how many hearts have you broken?
Hope you might enjoy the way we try to sing it for you. Called The Truck Driving Man.
I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas, a little place called Hamburger Dan. I heard that old jukebox playing a song about a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. The waitress just brought me some coffee. I thanked her but called her again. I said that old song sure does fit me, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. I climbed back aboard my old semi, and then like a flash I was gone. I've got them old truck wheels a-rolling. I'm on my way to San Antonio. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I put a nickel in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. And play that truck driving man.
Is that not
15 years old and he's ever been murdered, I mean married. He's from Boone, North Carolina. And when it comes to playing the old mountain fiddle, I think he's one of the finest they are in business. He reminds me of the old late Curly Ray Klein. His name is Tom Isaac. I
Your
guess.
hometown, buddy. One of the legends in bluegrass music.
I'll tell you what to do. Let's do an acapella number and you sing the bass on it.
I'd love to try
How about an old song called Glory Land?
I'd love to do that. I love that song.
If you have friends in glory land who left because of pain, thank God up there they'll die no more. They'll suffer not again. then we're not friends. I'm going home. Up there we'll die no more. No coffins will be made up there. No graves on that bright shore. The lame will walk in glory land. The blind up there will see. The deaf in glory land will hear. The dumb will talk to
A year and a half. He wrote this real pretty song about his mother, and it's a true story. I know, I could tell the way he was talking when he was telling me about it, so he wanted me to do it, so I'm going to try to do it for you. On this cold, lonely street of the dirty old city, down the highways and byways of love do I roam. And sick in my heart from the way that I'm living, but I know Mama's praying for me back at home. She's praying for me tonight by her bedside. Lord, please watch over my wandering boy. And somewhere up there, I know someone hears her. And I want to be filled with his wondrous joy. So we're going to try to do her a song called The Gold Rush.
right now, folks, for you a sacred song, one called I'm Using My Bible for Road Map. I'm using my Bible for the road map. Ten commandments, they tell me what to do. The 12 disciples are my road sign, and Jesus will take me safely down. There'll be no detour in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for the road map. My last stop is heaven's country day. I'm using my Bible for the road map, and the children of Israel use it too. They crossed the Red Sea of destruction, and God was there to see them through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven's unfit day. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven's sweet day. My last stop is heaven, some sweet day.
Just ahead is a sunset when Jesus will say, no more work in the vineyard for you. He will rock me to sleep in the cradle of time. I'll awake in the harbor above. In the shadow of this journey, when friends seem so few, I have prayed for the Lord to be close. I believe I heard him walking in the cool of the day as I sit by the side of the road. Someday I'll cross the river, be inside the home gate. I may look back to earth here below. I may see a dear brother I've known on the way, sitting down by the side of the road. In the shadow of this journey, when friends seem so few, I have prayed for the Lord to be close. I believe I heard him walking in the cool of the day as I sit by the side of the road. I believe I heard him walking in the cool of the day as I sit by the side of the road. As I sit by the side of the road.
You're going to be hearing a lot of Sammy this season, a whole lot of Sammy. And he has got some crackerjack musicians with him, as always, because he demands the best having worked with Ralph, he learned that, of course. He's going to brag on all of them. Sam, give me your hand, buddy.
How you doing, Campbell?
Hey, I'm doing great now
Good
that you're
to
out
see you.
here. Well, I'll tell you what, good to see you, Annie.
see
Good to
you.
have you here. Hey, no more talking. Just going to ask you what the first song's going to be, and I'm going to get out. I'm going to hightail it out.
Well, Campbell, we're going to try, a song we've been singing for a long time, an old mountain song called If I Lose. I never thought I need you, but now I find I'm wrong. Come on back, sweet mama, back where you belong. I rambled over town, find that I can't. Come on back and pick me up again. Now if I lose, let me lose. I don't care how much I lose. If I lose $100, I'll try to win a dime. My baby, she got money all the time. Of all the other gals I know, none can take your place. 'Cause when I get into a jam, staying in the rain. So now that you're back, you make another round. You here by my side, baby, still just can't go down. Now if I lose, let me lose. I don't care how much I lose. If I lose $100, I'll try to win a dime. My baby, she got money all the time. Well, I never thought I need you, but now I find I'm wrong. Come on back, sweet mama, back where you belong. I rambled over town, find that I can't. Come on back and pick me up again. Now if I lose, let me lose. I don't care how much I lose. If I lose $100, I'll try to win a dime. My baby, she got money all the time. Folks, we're trying a song now. It's called John Henry, the Still Driving Man.
Well, we have known each other a long time, though, haven't we?
Well, I
Never
had
had
something
played
here.
now.
I was going to present to you, but I must have lost it.
Stage crew got something back here?
Foreman just got it.
All right.
I've got something here I want to present to you, Campbell. It's
I want to get it.
It's a brand new CD, gospel CD. Come out the same time Danny did. We recorded them 2 days apart. He recorded his on Wednesday and mine on Thursday, and they come out the same time. It's got 3 original songs that me and John Preston wrote. Got one that fits me to a T. It's called Coon Hunter's Heaven. We'll be probably doing that directly.
That'd be great. Well, thank you so much, Sam.
But now, before I'm going to let you have
that,
that, you're going to have to get your mandolin and play some with it.
I have to earn it.
You'll have to earn it.
Do you have
get
my
it.
mandolin over here? Let me get that over. Vanna White's got my mandolin.
Yeah, I say you got the tune.
Did you say you wanted me to play White Dove with you?
Yeah, could we play maybe instrumental first and then do White Dove?
Well, I'll do whatever you want to do.
How about an old song called The Clinton Mountain Backstep?
Do that in family?
Key of E. In the deep rolling hills of old Virginia, there's a place I love so well, where I spend many days of my childhood, and a cabin where we love. 'Cause I love you well. White dove. be there together in our peaceful little mountain home. But the Savior needed angels up in heaven. Now they sing around the great white throne. What does will morning star? The willows will hang their heads. I'll live my life in sorrow, since mother and daddy are dead. As the years roll by, I often wonder, will we all be together someday? And each night as I wander to the graveyard, darkness finds me where I kneel to pray. White dove will morning sorrow, the willows will hang their heads. I'll live my life in sorrow, since mother and daddy are dead. In the pines where the sun will never shine, and you shiver when the cold wind blows. Little girl, what have I done that makes you treat me so? You called me to weep, you called me to mourn, you called me to leave my home. In the pines where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows. The longest train I ever saw went down that Georgia line. The engine passed at 6 o'clock, and the gas passed by at 9. In the pines where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows.
get Etheridge to come around and do a tune that he wrote for the guitar. Does some good finger-picking guitar on it. Y'all folks close by have to watch for flying notes now. We're not responsible for accidents. Y'all got glasses, though, so you won't get hit in the eye with them, so you'll be safe. This one goes back to his heritage there, and he wrote it and brought it to us, and liked the way it sounded, and at no time does his finger leave his hand. It's called The Spirit of the Cherokee.
But she forgot her medication, and she staggered out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, drinking beer and playing cards with Cousin Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Send them back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now the goose is on the table, and the pudding made of fig. And the blue and silver candles that would just have matched the hair in Grandma's wig. I've warned all my friends and neighbors, better watch out for yourselves. they should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Now you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Sing it, Grandpa.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
I'm thinking now of Christmas. Back home the fields are white, too far away to see them. Wish I were there tonight. I know folks back home all miss me. The children's eyes close tight while I
Oh, how I'd like to be upon some of the greatest bluegrass and old-time pickers. Now, I've picked bluegrass most of my life, but when I got around folks like Dave Daugherty and Claude Harmon, my picking went up several notches. I was able to watch and listen to some real masters.
Way down below the Mason-Dixon line, there's where the honeysuckles are entwined. There's where the southern breezes blow. There's where the daisies grow. Girls up north in the gay finery, twirling around so proudly. I'm singing the song of my Dixie darling, that's where I long to be. My Dixie darling, listen to the song I sing beneath the silver moon. With my banjo right in tune, my heart is ever true. I love no one but you, my Dixie darling, my Dixie queen. Down south to have a good time, see my gal in old Caroline, drink my booze and do as I please with all those gals I long to squeeze, singing the song of my Dixie darling. There's where I ought to be going, down where my telegram's flowing. I'll see my Dixie queen, my Dixie darling. Listen to the song I sing beneath the silver moon. With my banjo right in tune, my heart is ever true. I love no one but you, my Dixie darling, my Dixie queen. Dixie darling, listen to the song I sing beneath the silver moon. With my banjo right in tune, our heart is ever true. I love no one but you, my Dixie darling, my Dixie queen.
Birds are playing, singing God's song, and the wind is playing God's instruments through these leaves. We're going to play an old-timer.
Mama must have let him in. Yeah, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. They thought that I was sleeping. They thought I was tucked in bed. They never thought I'd come a-peeping, or that I'd hear what was said. Santa put his arms around Mama, and Mama put her arms around him. So if Santa Claus ain't Daddy, then I'm gonna tell on them. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, Daddy looked a lot like him. It's not the way I had him pictured. Santa was much too thin. Didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Girl, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. I never saw a dancer or a prancer. I never heard the sleigh bells ring. I never saw the red-nosed reindeer like the show on the TV screen. But he sure brought a lot of presents, so Santa Claus he must have been. Yeah, but Santa looked a lot like Daddy, and Daddy looked a lot like him. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, Daddy looked a lot like him. It's not the way I had him pictured. Santa wasn't much to thin. He didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like. Daddy looked a lot like.
But we can't let you sing right now.
All right, all right.
Because we have to take a little break here to make some money for our...
Oh, you ought to been uptown and see the train come down. Yeah, the whistle's blowing high.
We'd like to do this time a number entitled When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold Again.
Memories that linger in my heart. Memories that make my heart go cold. But someday we'll live again, sweetheart, and the blue moon again will turn to gold. When my blue moon turns to gold again, and the rainbow turns the clouds away. When my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back within my arms today. The lips that used to thrill me so, your kisses were meant for only me. But in dreams we'll live them all again, and the blue moon is just a memory. When my blue moon turns to gold again, and the rainbow turns the clouds away. When my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back within my arms today.
gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. But I gotta keep rolling. I've got my life away, looking for a better way for me. I've got my life away, looking for a sunny day. The truck stopped cute, coming on to me, tried to talk me into a ride, said I wouldn't be sorry, but she was just a baby. Hey waitress, pour me another cup of coffee, pop it down, jack me up, shoot me out, flying down the highway, looking for the morning. I've got my life away, looking for a better way for me. I've got my life away, looking for a sunny day. Midnight headlight lunges on a rainy night, street way up ahead, throw me down, make me no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. But I gotta keep rolling. I've got my life away, looking for.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, to the queen of flowing mountain by the Southfield by the shore. She's mighty tall and handsome and none quite well by all. She's a combination of the Wabash Cannonball. Charlie and Todd and them twins, Stradivarius. Well, our eastern states are dandy, so the people always say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago, by the way. From the hills of Minnesota where the rippling waters fall. No changes can't be taken on the Wabash Cannon.